Jessica.
And I'm Monsi.
And welcome to a new episode of
Audaci-Tea.
Sips tea. So, we are getting ready for our Roundtable Talk rebranding, which is what it sounds like. We're talking about all the ways that we are rebranding our businesses. So, what have you been doing wrong? What could you be doing better? What are some things that you've learned along the way? So, whether you're just now building your business or you're just trying to fix your resume up a little bit, make sure you check it out. Tickets are in the link in our bio.
8 p.m. on Friday.
Google Meet.
And we'll see you guys there. So, Jessica, let's talk a little bit about rebranding.
Yeah, so we don't have a special guest this week, but we thought it was important for us to kind of make sure that we are practicing what we preach and telling you guys how we have rebranded Audaci-Tea, even in just a little bit under 2 short years. So, a few things we learned along the way.
You guys want to see more of our face, we know. We see that now.
So, there's a reason, though, that we did not do that right away. And being that we're a black and brown owned business, I think a lot of you guys can relate if you're a minority, because we're taught when doing jobs and doing anything professional, show your face when? The last minute. Anything you can do to make sure that you don't show your face to avoid discrimination is what you have to do. And so, even though we didn't realize that that's what we were doing,
that was what was hurting us, because our message of Audaci-Tea is what people love, really. We kind of were like kicking ourselves in the butt, I think.
Yeah, we weren't lying, obviously. You guys know that we're black and brown women and everything, and anyone who knows us knows who we are and everything.
What we support.
But that being said, because we've spent so many years whitening our resumes or making sure that, you don't mark that you're black or mark that you're Indian on application, it has long term, that racial trauma has hurt our business, because for a really long time we were very against getting on camera with you guys.
Yeah.
And it was hard to come to that. It was hard to come to that realization, I think.
Yeah. And this, we made a realization maybe like a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Wait a second. You guys, we need to see more of our faces.
Yeah, and the more we showed who we were, the more you guys engaged with us. So we really appreciate that. And, especially after all the death threats we got
from
for BLM. I was like, dang, maybe we shouldn't show our faces. I don't know. But, part of being audacious and part of being authentic is to show up as your true self. And
we don't hide or mask what we support.
Unless it's coronavirus, because we will mask up for that.
Right.
But we definitely don't want to continue to perpetuate that trauma into our business at all. And again, we didn't realize we were doing it that way. But it is something that, unfortunately, a lot of minority business owners go through, where we've been taught for so long to stay in the shadows until the last second to avoid discrimination.
Right.
Then now it's become very hard for us to grow businesses, because it's not even that we were we shouldn't show our faces.
Right.
We literally couldn't even think to do that. We weren't wired at that point to think that way.
Exactly.
So.
And I feel like just seeing more of the face, you guys are able now to put the picture together.
Yeah.
Now it completes it. For everyone that's been to our events, of course, you guys or know us personally, you understand, but again, rebranding, we kind of wanted to reach outside of our market now and our network, so we really had to go with a different technique. Approach.
And once we did start showing our faces, the engagement went up, including with you guys. Old and new people started to see more of us and even start to like the event. Our event attendance went up, our readership went up, merch sales went up.
Yeah.
So.
And we also had a lot of people that came out to the pop-up show tonight. Thanks, guys. That was amazing. So we really appreciate it.
It was lovely. It was absolutely lovely. What's another thing we did for our rebranding now that we got that big part out of the way? That was probably the biggest thing for our rebranding.
Okay, we might be in our mid-20s, but the technology in us, it's so we figured out finally how to do the IGTV, the Rails. We're working on the TikTok, but yeah, we had to start we decided incorporating more visual ways and videos rather than graphics, because we feel that catches really the attention now.
Mm-hmm.
So Yeah, definitely the social media.
More video content, more interviews. Because again, you guys like putting faces to names. You guys like seeing real people doing real audacious stuff. So that's something that we definitely learned with our rebranding. Also, aesthetic.
Oh yes.
The aesthetic of your
matters.
pages matter. Not just your website.
Your Instagram feed.
Your Instagram feed. If it just looks like, you just have like, okay, well here's dog over here. And then here's a protest over here. And then here's like a really cool quote over here.
It like doesn't match.
No, and like especially if they're not like color coordinated, right?
No.
Like they have to go together
Definitely.
some kind of way.
So we had watched like a YouTube blogger. Of course we knew we needed to like really have like a a theme, but yeah, so like keeping the color swatches, and now I feel like it just looks a lot cleaner.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like little things, little detailed things. Because
Yeah.
telling somebody that like, we keep 3 colors for every sew, that sounds weird, but yeah, it's the little things.
Sometimes 4.
That's crazy.
But yeah, so that's another thing that we learned as well. And I think also just like kind of our content integration also became very different.
Yeah.
A lot of brands, they fail to realize that like that you need to put your stuff on all of your platforms. Like if you have a really great interview, like what we do on IGTV, those are now all on our website and on our YouTube.
And on YouTube.
So
that way you guys can check it out on all platforms. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
We're
waiting. No, I said we're waiting to get that blue hashtag. That way you guys can check out everything from our Instagram.
Yeah, that means you guys need more of us. We need more of y'all to get people to follow us and stuff, though, and engage with our content. We want our blue check mark because we're legitimate and
Audacious.
we need it.
Right, we need it.
We need our audacious blue check mark. That'll be the only time blue is audacious, if you ask me. Purple is
Literally.
audacious.
At least it's still in like the family purple.
It's close. Yes, it's tiptoeing a little bit. But hey, guys. We thank you guys so much for joining us for our rebranding conversation, and we really hope you guys make it to Roundtable Talk rebranding, spring it to rebranding.
Right. Let's be audacious. Let's talk about how we can rebrand, make everybody's company better. We can all be successful, always better.
And be honest with ourselves too. Like I think, I'm sorry, I know we were supposed to be closing the video, but that's something I thought about. Let me get like real like Southern pastor real quick. Where it's like, no, take your time. Wait a minute. I'm almost done, but then I'm gonna talk some more real quick. But if anything else, we had to learn to be honest with ourselves about
where we
our
slacked.
brand and where it was lacking things. Because when you're a business owner and when you don't have staff, you literally don't have anybody to hold you accountable and tell you if your idea is not as good as you thought it was. Yeah. So we had to get honest with each other. We had to get honest with ourselves. Be like, okay, was this a good idea or was it not?
Right.
Does this look good or does it not?
Not. And,
and then we just don't talk to each other for 2 days until we're our feelings ain't hurt no more. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, at least we're being honest now.
We're being honest and not taking it personal because like we're partners. Like
we don't always have to agree on everything.
Exactly, and that's what we're here for, is to like kind of like make sure the other person doesn't like go overboard or isn't slacking, one or the other. So yeah, we had to get really honest with ourselves, and get really honest with each other, and be like, Jess, I think that this is a great idea, but not today. It looks bad. Right.
Sometimes we'll be like, yeah, this looks like something we could spend money on. Nope, we need to wait.
I'm the penny pincher of the business.
Yeah.
Which is weird because I don't penny pincher on anything else in my life. I'm just like,
it's really ironic me being Indian and cheap. Like, so, but yeah.
Oh man. Okay, you guys. So we are enjoying all this Audaci-Tea with you guys, but if you want the full pot of tea, not just a little cup of tea that we've given you guys for the rebranding, first of all, make sure you check out our website, audacitymagazine.org. Catch this video on our website, as well as on YouTube and all of our platforms. And we will see you guys at Table Talk
8 p.m. Friday.
Bye.